Good evening, everyone. Welcome to Irons United. A very brief transfer window special. And I guess it comes as no surprise, really, that our first summer sale is about to be announced tomorrow. Yep, the news that we've kind of been waiting for. Albion Ajeti is the only player that has had any offer that's come in for him. And we are told that tomorrow the deal will be completed. Now, I said sale, I didn't say loan, because apparently the loan signing isn't going to happen. It's going to be a £4.5 million sale. Ajeti going to Celtic on a permanent deal, and apparently there will be an additional 1.5 million in add-ons. So I guess if he manages to score a goal, then that will start accumulating some add-ons. But am I being harsh? Because Ajeti, we all know, before he came to West Ham, seemed to have a kind of half decent career, and then he comes to West Ham and he did not very much at all. So I think we wish him luck. I don't think it's a surprise, but I guess maybe it might be a surprise to you guys that it actually is a permanent deal and not a loan signing. And as I said, it's a £4.5 million deal, plus about another 1.5 million in add-ons, as and when he starts scoring, and maybe he scores a goal in the Champions League qualifiers, and he might earn, or the club might earn, a bit more. So we've lost money. We bought him for what, seven odd £1 million. But to be honest with you, I guess in the current climate, £4.5 million cannot be sniffed at. We saw earlier today that Ajeti was in Scotland. I'm led to believe that background, that building, is somewhere in Scotland in order to complete the deal. And I think, fair plays to him. Apparently, he turned down an offer to go to Brentford for Celtic. Interesting. I guess one must consider Brentford didn't quite make it into the Premier League this season. Maybe they're going to gun for it again next season. If they're looking at buying a striker, does that mean the likes of Ollie Watkins is on his way out? Who knows? I guess we'll find out sooner or later. But yeah, it's not. He turned the opportunity to go to Brentford, and maybe that's why the deal to Celtic was taking a bit longer than anticipated, because we have been hearing that Ajeti was on his way to Celtic for something like about a week and a half, 2 weeks now, and nothing materialized. And yes, we heard that he was on holiday. He was out in Sardinia, beautiful part of the world. I've been there. It's absolutely gorgeous. And of course, he was enjoying himself on holiday. But the squad is due back on Sunday anyway, and they'll be reporting for pre-season on Monday, I believe. So I guess he came back a little bit early in order to finalise the deal in order to go into the Celtic squad for their pre-season. Now, what are we going to do with that massive amount of money for the £4.5 million that we're going to get from his sale? Does that mean we're going to have our first summer signing? Well, one would like to think so. £4.5 million isn't a lot of money, but when you're looking at the price of players at the moment, I did a massive transfer show. We did a transfer show last week, and then I did an update on my show on Sunday about what £4.5 million might buy you. Yeah, we've got. We know we need to look. We know we need to strengthen in defence, and maybe that £4.5 million might go towards a player in defence. Maybe someone like Ryan Manning. Now that we know Robinson isn't necessarily David Moyes' first choice, or it might actually go towards paying the down payment that we have yet to pay for Allaire. Because we still haven't paid the £5.5 million or whatever it is on his latest down payment, which was due in May. So interesting. Something will happen with that money. Whether it'll be money used for a transfer signing, we don't know. But I guess we'll find out in due course. That is really it, people. There isn't. I can go into more and more detail, but not much point really. So for the few of you that have joined me, thank you for joining me. I mean, it literally is. I've done 5 minutes. Shall I try and eke it out to 10? Let's see if I can eke it out to 10. Good evening, WMP. Nice of you to join. Mick, good evening, mate. How are you? Are you missing the supporters club? I am. I'm missing going to football. I was thinking about this today, and I'm actually really missing going to football and having a proper drink and a laugh and watching a game and then walking out the stadium moaning about it, the fact that we played shit and all that sort of stuff. I actually miss all of it. Morning, Mark, from Brisbane. Mate, it's been a gorgeous, it's been hot in London. I tell you what, we're competing with you in terms of temperature. Good evening, Ian. Nice of you to join. Good evening, when skies are grey. Very nice of you to join. WMP, I think, not sure that we still owe 5 million Anderson. Don't think, I'm pretty sure we do. So we're never going to sell him, just pay off the debt. So he's staying, I reckon. I don't, if you watch, you did watch my show on Sunday, and you know, I'm kind of in favour for Anderson to stay and show us what he can do. Let's not forget, it wasn't a bad first season that he had. He only had one bad season last season. His first season with us wasn't too bad. He might, if used correctly, it might be used in the proper way. Yes, he was spotted in Scotland, and let's go back to that. Let's go back to that photo showing Scotland in its full glory there. I hope that's Scotland. I'm probably wrong. What else? You watch Ajeti do well at Celtic. Probably Mick. He might get game time, and he might be played in a position in a formation that suits him. So who knows? Ian, what about the Loch Ness Monster? Well, we haven't got him to sell, I'm afraid, so I don't know what's going on with that. Lee, good evening, mate. Wouldn't be surprised if Ajeti does well at Celtic and becomes a 30 million forward. And I guess, you know what, mate, you're actually right. That could become quite a possibility. But do Scottish clubs sell players for that much money? Maybe 20 million, but whatever Celtic may sell him on for in the future, I don't know if we've got a clause to say if they sell him on that we might make something out of it, but who knows? Mick, we missed the whole match day as well as the match itself. I don't miss the match, I just miss the match day experience. So there you go. I've eked that out another 3 minutes. So watch out for more transfer window stories that will come out. Players we buy, players we sell, players that we're linked with. I'm getting my show ready for Sunday, and I'm bored already with the same names that are coming up again and again and again. But at least we can put this one to bed. Ajeti is a Celtic player, or it will be announced as from tomorrow. He's on his way there. Apparently, he's signed the deal. It'll be announced tomorrow. It's a £4.5 million contract. £4.5 million sale, sorry, plus $1.5 million for add-ons. So there you go. Thank you all for watching. Short, brief, and sweet. We'll be back again soon. What else we got? Mick, Brentford or Celtic Championship or Europe and winning trophies? Yeah, agreed. Good evening, Kent. Evening, Stale. I'd shift out Yarmolenko, Anderson, and Lanzini if we could, but the reported wages their reported wages would be a problem. You're absolutely right. For me, of those three, honestly, I think Lanzini's finished with us. He's just not the type of player that we once loved. As I just said a moment ago, I'd give Anderson another chance. And as I said before, Yarmolenko seems to be a really good player to come off the bench. He can score some cracking goals. So I'd persevere with those two. But I totally get what you're saying, mate. Absolutely. Right, that's it, people. Thank you all for watching. I've eked it out to 10 minutes. And Kieran, good morning. I've eked it out, definitely eked it out to 10 minutes now. Nice of you to join us from Brisbane. And I'll see you all soon.